Hello YouTubers, Manny here from Manny's How To Workshop with a quick video on what can happen when you allow your car to overheat time and time again, and what it can cause, what kind of problems it can cause later on. So this car here, this is a 98 Honda Civic. I bought it for my ex-girlfriend. Things didn't work out, so I ended up keeping it. Now I'm gonna flip it, and I've been fixing up some of the issues that it has. But so this here, somebody allowed this to overheat like big time, and what happened was that in the underneath the valve cover, and you have all your valves here and whatnot, this what was allowed, the oil was allowed to burn like over time. So all of this was all crusty. You can see that I've scraped down a good bit of it. I used a scraper to get the majority of it, using a vacuum cleaner attachment here, and sucked up all the major pieces. And I should mention also that I went ahead and covered the access holes. This is the return inlet here in this corner, here in this corner, and back here. Covered them with a piece of rag, and where it comes up from the crankcase, or the oil pump rather, so that none of that stuff falls back down into the crankcase. Now what I'm doing is not going to be 100%, because after I did the major scraping, I went ahead and attached this little tube to the tip of the vacuum attachment, so that I can go around with the screwdriver here and scrape as much as I can, on the bottom and on the sides, everywhere I can, and then suck it all up. It's not going to be 100%. 100% is to take the head off and take everything apart and clean it piece by piece, and then put everything back. That would be ideal. But like I said, since I'm flipping this, that's not going to be my option at this time. But I'm going to clean it as much as I can, and then clean off the surface for the gasket. I got a new gasket for the valve cover, which is right here. This was all crusty too. The outside was ridiculous. Clean that up all nice. Inside of here was completely black. I went ahead and scraped as much as I could, cleaned it with parts cleaner also, and then rinsed it off with some water, and that should be good now. There's not going to be much coming off of here to fall back in here. But anyway, I think part of the problem started when this little radiator here has a transmission oil cooler built into it. So at one point, it actually, the inside, I guess, leaked, and the transmission oil made itself into the reservoir, because this was all black and nasty inside too. I had to take this out, put rocks in there with water and solution, and just keep cleaning until it got pretty good. And that's how I knew there was bad oil leak. But apparently this was replaced, but they never cleaned that, and they never cleaned this. So I'm at least trying to do it right before I sell it to the next person. But anyway, so hopefully a lot of the smaller stuff will end up in a crankcase. Like I said, later it will be picked up by the oil filter, so at the next oil change it'll get rid of most of that. But when you see this all burnt up like that, you need to take everything apart and just clean everything, and make sure that you find the actual problem. Don't let your car overheat. If it overheats, don't let it run. You got to keep checking your oil level. Make sure the coolant you have in there is good for, it's rated for the boiling point of where you live, and for the freezing point if where you live, the climate is cold. But like I said, with this right here, yeah, I mean, this is still going to have a lot of the residue left over. But like I said, I'm trying to get as much as I can off of it, clean everything up, put it all back together. I actually have right now just water in the radiator, because I'm going to flush the cooling system. Turn it on, let it run, turn on the heater so it can circulate through the heater core, and then flush it, drain it, and flush it one more time, and then put the 50-50 in here, because here in Florida that's what we use, 50-50. Other parts of the country might use 70-30. 70% glycol, 30% water. But anyway, it's a shame because Hondas are very nice cars to have. You know, like I said, this is a 98, 200 something thousand miles. You know, still works pretty good. But take care of your vehicles. You know, don't let them get to the point where it becomes a nightmare to either fix it or work on it. And I checked the timing belt. It's actually was been replaced, so that's good. Went to the salvage yard, picked up some new dipsticks, fixed the transmission dipstick down there. That little yellow right there, that was loose as a goose. You know, made sure that it's nice and snug when putting it back in. Got a new air filter, got some new wipers to go there. This was all crusty in here too with oil. I mean, this thing was just allowed to leak down and everything, and just nasty. New thermostat, coolant temperature thermostat, new plugs in here. So I'm doing it right, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm setting it up for the next person so they don't have to worry about it, especially if it's, you know, like someone who can't really afford to buy an expensive car. But anyway, point of this video, don't let your car overheat so that this doesn't happen to it, and you know, end up costing you an arm and a leg to go to a mechanic to have it done, cleaned up and done right. All right, guys, this is going to be it for this one. As always, please rate, comment, subscribe to my channel if you have done so, and I'll catch you in the next one. And don't forget to hit the bell button for notifications of new and upcoming videos. Thanks. Catch you on the next one. Bye.